Here's your 120. And I said below that, we're heading, I'm sorry, I know this is frustrating for a lot of folks, but 100 happens to be a solid level, 101 actually, but I see 92.86. Anyway, 185.83 for SMH. What's my level below that? All right, so we're right back to this October, November blue wave and Pfizer vaccine announcement, which set the whole space on fire, post-COVID anyway. We're sitting on that. So unfortunately, this is the channel, which means if you're short, you're in good shape for an air pocket of risk down to 167. We've already taken out the 200. July rally was unwound, broke through the 200, right? First time it bounces, second time it breaks. Yeah, AMD still has the hangover of their guidance, right? It's already broken 59, which is that whole consolidation here back in 2020 around the breakout higher, right? Blue wave and Pfizer vaccine and all that jazz. So it's come all the way back down and busted 59.27. Semis are in trouble. Yeah. In Micron, if you're not wanting to wait, here's your level. In other words, 52.58 stays below, heads down to 51.30. 51.30 is going to bring it right back down into 50. Bearish NASDAQ with semis, so weak, very hard. In other words, this whole market took off strongly on semis, and it could come right back down on semis. So big distribution, bounce into resistance. We've taken out, as far as I can see, the main area of support. There just isn't, for me, any interest, right, in chasing this long unless we could get some kind of solid structure. It's still oversold. It's trying to base. It has to basically, with semis, it has to base. Then it has to cross over these two lines. Then it has to follow through, and then it has to cross over above the red line. And so far, there's just nothing of substance here. We've had a March end of quarter bounce. We've had a July, everything changed. 200 week bounce into August, and then a perfect rollover. I just don't see anything right now of any support. Yeah. Qs should be down more is my baseline bet. AMD, where the heck's my next? Just this 50. I'm not even sure. I need to redo that one. Very messy. We get back above 59, that's a different thing. Some are 2018, some are 2020, but semis have the most meat on the bone short, and they're still coming down. Oops, sorry. They're still coming down. This is, believe it or not, this is the pre-COVID high of February 2020. This is still my price target. All the other ETFs that represent growth had come down already, except for semis. That's why I have been harping on this one. And by the way, it has a very similar structure to home builders. Look at this kind of like little bump, distribution, roll over, bounce, roll over, bounce, roll over. And I still think this has a lot of meat on the bone short if you have a longer time frame. Not today. This is great short, but it's right in the Bollinger Band. Micron did come back down into this little channel. AMD has been uneventful here for a bounce. Micron just took out the 52-week low and my monthly support. So